So I don't know about you, but I have been in transition for the last couple months. I left the place that I had been for a long time and had developed a lot of great relationships, relationships I still have. But what I'm learning is the fear that kept me from continuing to grow or continuing to seek things I needed was because it was holding me back from something so great. I am literally seeing new relationships that I have. Not that the old ones are not amazing still, but there's nothing wrong with adding on, right? And the relationships I'm having, they're just even getting greater. And so sometimes the decision we're so afraid to make, the decision that scares us the most, is a decision that's going to cause us to grow so much. It's going to cause us to experience the abundant above, the exceeding abundantly above all God has for us, the things we can't think or imagine. And I'm just sitting here grateful because it's the little things, right? It's the little things. You're fearful of the relationships that may end. And spoiler alert, they probably won't. But what about the relationships that get to begin because you turned over a new leaf? And as I'm experiencing that, it's something I'm just so grateful for. I'm sitting and experiencing new relationships, things that I was afraid of and spent so much time avoiding. And transition is super hard. Like, don't get me wrong. It is so hard. It's so difficult. You combat fear and anxiety and worry, but it's so worth it. One thing in this season that I have been in that God has been walking with me through, he's been repeating to me, is I will not lead you where I will leave you. And so I don't know what it is for you. Maybe it's a job, maybe it's relationships, maybe it's leaving a place that you've been for a really long time and you just are transitioning to something new. That doesn't necessarily mean there was something wrong with where you were, but maybe there's just more for you to grow in. And while you're contemplating that and while you may be experiencing fear, I just want to encourage you from the other side, you guys. Oh my gosh, it was crazy the amount of anxiety I had. But on the other side of just the little things, you'll be so glad that you did it. And you will be so grateful that God is with you in it. And you will see how much growth God has for you. But it comes with hard things. And guess what? I've heard people tell me for so long, but I was so afraid of making the decisions. But you can do hard things, especially because God is with you. God is in you. And he'll never leave you or forsake you. And so, yeah, that's today's encouragement. What is it that you're afraid of transitioning to? And how can I be praying for you? Bye, you guys. Happy growing.